Royval versus Van. Performance of the night went to Rodriguez and Topuria. The other thing, I'm gonna pay Royval his win money. He took that fight with the number 12 ranked guy on short notice and put on an absolute war. So those two are both going to do well tonight, and it's absolutely positively deserved. It's a good question. Obviously, it's the fight to make right now. It's the reaction that it got from the fans tonight, and we'll just have to see how that plays out. I don't know.
I was going to ask you some other.
For a kid who's ranked number 12 to come in on short notice and take on the number 1 guy in the world who was highly motivated to win that fight after the press conference the other day, where he said, "I feel like I'm the most disrespected fighter in the sport," and then he knows he's going to get the title shot. He came to win tonight.
A lot of people mad Ilia Topuria just KO'd fan favorite fighters back-to-back. 3 fan favorite fighters back-to-back. Oliveira, Holloway, and Volkanovski. And some people noting that Joe's doing a lot of matchmaking at UFC 317, trying to set up Paddy Pimblett versus Topuria and Joshua Van versus Pantoja.
Ilia, after the fight, he called in Paddy Pimblett and brought him into the cage, and they had a face-off. Obviously, they've got a long history together. I know there's a lot of options on the table for Ilia, but when he shows that type of interest in the fight, does that make you want to make it?
Well, I don't know who the hell let him in there. That should have never happened. Let's start there. I was already back in my room where that would have never happened. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think about that stuff tonight, other than, obviously the Van fight. But, we'll see. We'll see how this plays out.
For Paddy Pimblett, he hates Ilia Topuria. It's more than just a fight. He says he hates him.
People who genuinely dislike each other. You don't really get that. We haven't seen that since Khabib and McGregor, right? 2 people who actually hate each other, because I hate him. I wouldn't even want to finish him fast. I'd want to finish him with a minute left in the fight after I've elbowed him 700 times. You know what I mean? I'd want to disfigure him. And as I say, he's like there.
He was smaller than you, meaningfully. What do you weigh right now?
About 195.
You look good.
Topuria argues that Paddy doesn't want to fight him, and he's scared to fight him.
He doesn't want to fight me. I saw the fear in his eyes. When we bring him inside the octagon, he was scared. I'm telling you, he was like, what the f I'm doing here? Why I didn't went to the school, the university? Why I didn't choose something different?
Paddy Pimblett argues that Ilia says he's going to submit him because he can't knock him out. If they fought, I would tend to say Ilia wins by KO, but if he can't knock him out, that could end up being a crazy fight. They really should book it.
Ilia's just said in the cage there, he's got to submit me. He won't do that. He said it because he knows he can't knock me out. I will put that little bitch in his place. Get it booked.
Arman Tsarukyan says, it was never supposed to be Charles Oliveira. I can finish Ilia, simple as that, and he knows it too. That's why he's avoiding the real number 1 contender.
And saying in that division, Justin Gaethje said that if he doesn't get a title shot, that he'd be thinking about retiring, and that he's basically inferring that you guys owe him a favor for him stepping in for UFC 300. I just wanted your thoughts on that.
Listen, everybody has their opinions on. Listen, if you're thinking about retiring, you know how I feel about that. You should probably retire. We love Justin Gaethje, and Justin Gaethje did step up, and he's been an exciting, fun fighter to have here in the UFC. But to say, hey, listen, unless you give me a title shot, I'm retiring. That's pretty wacky.
Although he deleted it, Conor McGregor actually had a sober tweet complimenting Ilia Topuria. Congrats on winning my old titles, Ilia. He said he was going to rest his balls on Paddy's head too. Fair play. Good lightweight scrap, that one as well, in my opinion. The UFC is back, or am I missing something? 3 KOs back-to-back is very good. No one can deny the knockout. I like. Sean O'Malley was very impressed with Ilia's knockout of Charles Oliveira, and he said after, thank God he didn't accept my call out to fight him.
He's up there with John Jones. Was that a 2-3-2? Holy Islam versus Topuria needs to happen. He's up there with John Jones. Knocked out Bolt, knocked out Max, knocked out Charles. Islam next at 170. Holy, who would even fight Ilia at 155 next? Holy fuck. Thank God he didn't accept my call out.
He probably went down from the first right hand.
Pantoja opens as a -215 favorite over Joshua Van, +185 underdog. Joshua Van Pantoja, 4 title defenses, fought the best in the division, tremendous ground game and overall game. Joshua Van, however, is hard to take down and hold down, and his striking is tremendous, particularly his boxing skills.
When I have 23, I'm working in the restaurant, clean dishes. Look at that. The guy have 23 gonna fight for the belt, for the world championship. I think this guy is gonna be my tough challenger, you know. He's young, he's hungry, and he don't make wars like I did in the past, you know. I make my 35 professional fights tonight, you know. And that's a lot of wars I pass through, you know, with a lot of very good fighters. And UFC give me this new guy. I think everybody wants to see the new normal rematch for me, you know. And I want to fight with that guy too. I want to fight. I want that challenger, you know. Fight with a new blood, new kid, with a very hungry. I found a couple fights from Josh Ivan. He's doing an amazing job with Rei Tatsuda. He defended all the takedowns. He beat Bruno Bulldog in the last fight. He got this opportunity to fight with the #1 contender rival. He doing an amazing job, you know. Who can say that? And now I think that's my tough challenger, you know. But Monday, I'm back to the gym. And my coach know that I'm not more champion of the world. I'm the challenger, you know, and I know who's my opponent, and I know what I want. I want this belt again.
What happened to the PI in Mexico?
They think it was the sauna. So we don't know yet. We still don't know exactly, but all signs point to the sauna. Sauna, some wiring, something went wrong and it caught on fire and did some real damage. We're just trying to figure out how bad the damage is and more than anything, how long is it going to take to fix?
Could it be a total rebuild, or is it we're still early?
I don't think it's a total rebuild. I mean, there'd have to be some serious structural damage to, like, you know, the metal beams or the concrete or something. I don't know anything about this shit, but, you know, it caught on fire, and we'll see how long it takes us to fix it.
Dana,
Yeah.
With Arman Tsarukyan weighing in as the backup, is he getting back in the good graces with you and the...
Well, it's not about getting back in the good graces. It's about, you know, the guy had the opportunity to fight for a title and didn't make weight. It's just, I mean, you couldn't fuck up anything worse than that. But he proved, you know, now that he's not fighting for the title, he was here as a backup fighter. He made weight, so it's definitely a step in the right direction.
Magomed Ankalaev says, Alex Perez now asking to fight me during Ramadan again. I need more time. And the other clown, he have to do his homework, talking about Yuri Prochazka. Let me fight Carlos Ulberg. I think he's more dangerous than all of them. Hakeem Dawodu no longer in the UFC. He's fighting at Unified MMA 64 for the Featherweight Championship. Friday, October 3rd at the River Cree Resort and Casino in Edmonton, Alberta. Next UFC pay-per-view, Saturday, July 18th, UFC 318, Holloway versus Poirier 3, New Orleans, Louisiana.
It is about to be bananas down on the bayou. Dan Ige fights Patricio Pitbull. You know that one is going to be bananas. Paulo Costa and Roman Kopylov. Michael Johnson takes on Daniel Del Huber. Daniel Del Huber's a dog, man. And Michael Johnson, you know, always bring the fight. UFC 318 is going to be sick down on the bayou.
We will see you all July 19th for Holloway versus Poirier 3.